Okay, so today we're going to be talking about personal responsibility with regards to your health. And the reason why I chose this one first is because I am dressed the part. I just came back from my walk and I have a few confessions and I have a few ideas that I want to share with you. So the original video was the introduction about why we're talking about these issues and why it's important to discuss them, because it relieves that anxiety, the heavy heart that a lot of people are carrying. So if you haven't watched that introduction video, watch that first, because this is going to make more sense to you when we discuss something. So what we wanted to, this is just like so hot outside, but I was thinking about it and I was writing some notes or video notes while I was walking, because I wanted to share my heart with you with regards to this specific topic of health. So the majority of us understand how important it is to take care of our health for our well-being. And I talked in another video about what we eat. We are what we eat. So that's something that I have learned over the years in my life. It's not something that it was really preached to me, or I really had my antennas up to pay attention to. But besides what we eat is our lifestyle. Our health is more than just what is ingested as nutrition, but it's also our mental health, how we take care of our bodies, our sleep patterns, the environment that we are in. So that is all health. I would not have enough time in a 5-minute video to discuss all of this, but I want to just point those things out, because on your own introspective time, you can kind of look within and see where improvements can be made. Now, on the original video, we talked about things that we know we're doing wrong, but we choose to keep doing wrong, and that habitual doing wrong gives us anxiety, brings a sense of guilt that makes us feel heavy-hearted. And that's what I want to, in a nutshell, discuss with you today. So, as many of you know, we made a harsh and decisive move to leave St. Louis to come to Florida not very long ago. The reason why we did that is because a couple years ago, Ray was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and that has really made a big shift in our life. So I want to touch on that first. The reason why I want you to be very aware that your health is very important to you is that your health, your personal health, what you eat, what you put in your mind, how you treat your body, the environment that you let yourself go in, because it's really your choice, not only affects you, but it affects your family. In our situation, Ray's diagnosis not only affects him, but it affects me, it affects his parents, my parents, our children, and it's going to affect from that diagnosis on through generations. Our family and our environment is going to be affected. It's not his fault that he has a diagnosis, but I want to point out the fact that when we make health decisions, they not only affect us, but they affect our circle. So if you're not going to make changes for better health for you, then make it for your family. Make that decision. Get out of your comfort zone. Choose to be better. Choose to make better decisions. And so when it comes to losing weight or gaining weight, getting better health for your blood sugar or cholesterol, or building muscles, growing your calcium intake, your vitamins, whatever your intake that you need, whatever your doctor tells you that you need more of, or you should listen to your body and make those choices. It is so hard to give up soda. It's so hard to give up sugar. It's so hard to give up those munchies. It's so hard to start a workout routine. It's so hard to change your behavior. But what happens as you do it, as you make your decision that you will be better, that you will have better health, that you will not have health problems as you age, as you get older, and impose that care on somebody else. Think about that for just a minute. If you don't take care of yourself right now, you may live the next 10 years, 5 years healthy, but as you age, that's going to catch up to you, and you are imposing extra work on somebody else because of your comfort zone. So I was having this conversation with the lady that called me. She knows that Ray was diagnosed, and she knows that we're going non-pharmaceutical. We're just doing health, nutritional supplements, the CBD oil, and some herbs from a guy from Massachusetts. And so she inquired about that, and I said, first thing we have to do is change our diet. For example, no more processed foods, no more red meat, no more white flour, and and so I said, what does your husband most eat? And she was discussing that with me, and so I said to her, let me have a conversation with him. And the first thing he said to me, I'm not giving up my steak, and I'm not giving up my beer. Whatever you have to tell me, I don't want to give that up. And so I said, well, nice talking to you. Have a great day. Because he's not even willing to do that. So I got the phone back with the wife, and she's like, I'm going to have to push him on a wheelchair. And so now because of his comfort zone, he's imposing that care on his wife. He's really just thinking about himself. And that's what I'm saying to you. Decide today that you're going to make a change. And so there are options. And what happens is when you take personal responsibility and you make that decision, you're going to now have to decide what path you're going to take. So if you are to, get better health on your heart, if you get heart health, or whatever you want to call it, then you need to study and find out what your body needs, because not everybody's heart is the same. Your heart requires different care than my heart, than Ray's heart, than my children's heart. So you need to figure out what your heart needs to be healthier and then go that path. I despise working out. I'm going to confess. I hate working out. To me, that's the worst thing that could possibly be asked of somebody, because I'm wasting my time. So the reason why I think is bad is because I'm sweating, I'm uncomfortable, I'm gonna hurt later, and there's an hour of my day that I just didn't do anything productive. So to curb that part of my mind to make it so it's productive, I insert activity producing results, result producing activities on that thought, that 1 hour result. So I make phone calls, I study, I watch my podcast, listen to my podcast, because I want to make my brain have a happy thought as I'm working out. So I give myself permission to feel good about it, even though it's just like the thing that I don't want to do. Okay, so you need to figure out how you're going to take personal responsibility. You're not going to ask your doctor to do that for you, your personal trainer to do that for you, your family member to do that for you. You are going to do it, and that's where personal responsibility comes from. When you're going to tell yourself, I am going to take responsibility for my being healthier, and I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to say to everybody, I am giving up sugar, and then when everybody leaves the house, you go to the cupboard and you eat all the cookies. That's not changing your behavior. That's just making it cute for everybody else. You're not going to post on Instagram that you worked out, that you did all that stuff, and then when nobody's watching, you're sitting on a couch eating a bag of chips and vegging out. That's not it. It's for you, so you don't have to carry that guilt in your head. Okay, so the core of these talks is for you to eliminate what's bugging you. Eliminate in specific areas in you what is bugging you, for you to live a life that doesn't have anxiety, doesn't have those heavy hearts, but you are now living a life that is filled with purpose, filled with happiness, and you are doing the things that you love because you are constantly moving in a way that you are doing the things that you love, and the things that make sense, and the things that make you productive, and the things that are influential to others and influential to you, and you're becoming the better version of you. So eliminating that guilt that you feel for not taking care of your health is a very intricate part of eliminating anxiety in your life. So I want you to make a list in your health of everything that is incorrect, that's wrong, and that bugs you, okay, that you're carrying in your subconscious, that you know you're guilty of doing, you shouldn't do, but you keep doing it anyways. Those are the habitual sins of health. And I want you to prioritize the things that you are going to want to change. So make a list of things that bug you, and then prioritize the ones that you're going to start with. This is just an example. About 5-6 years ago, Gabriella needed to do a detox, and the first thing the doctor says is eliminate soda and fruit juices from your diet to eliminate the sugar intake. And I did that with her because I felt bad that she was a kid and she couldn't drink soda or fruit juices. And it's been whatever many years we haven't had soda or fruit juices. And the difference that it made on our weight, on the area here of our belly, and also on our energy level, it's been incredible. So that's just an example of one thing that you can do, and go do cold turkey, do whatever you have to do to adjust your lifestyle to that new change. And then when you master that, then go to the next one. You don't have to do everything, but make a list and then start tackling that list by priority. And if you want to do the little thing first, that's fine. If you want to do the big thing first, that's fine. You know yourself better. Some people are go-getters and they want to tackle the heavier duty things first. Some people say, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do the little one first to feel a little bit more that I can do it, and more powerful over that. So you do what you need to do, but you want to start make a list of everything in your health life. Do one thing at a time. Do your health list first, and then prioritize that with what bugs you most, and then start tackling those one at a time. When you master the first one, you move to the second one. Don't go back to the first one. And keep doing that, because then you can build self-confidence. When you build self-confidence, you know you can continue on that journey in the other areas of your life. And then you can become that better version of yourself because you have worked really, really hard. Pray, ask God for direction. You know that you have to do it. And just you want to know what's next. What's your next step? So if you are drawing a blank, talk to God and say, hey, what am I supposed to do next? How am I supposed to improve in this area? Because then as you see success, you have it for yourself, and then you can pass it on to others. So I hope you keep watching. Let's talk about the other subject in the next section. Mwah! Have a happy day. Bye.